Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we are going to be playing some Celestial Tiger. And yeah, this was kind of an interesting one because this was after like a pretty bad day on stream, just like a lot of bad results. And this was a game I actually played after stream. I know I accidentally left the results up there on the top left, but yeah, this was played afterwards. I find like one thing that helps me kind of get out of slumps like that is just like playing a couple games like off stream, just to kind of like break the streak. And yeah, I did pretty well in the in the first one that I played off stream. So yeah, I would say that works. Not that that's necessarily going to work for everyone, I guess, but just figured I would share that. Anyways, we start off with a tiny triple. Normally I don't like tripling tiny at all, but on Celestial Tiger I think you need to. I don't think you can turn your nose up at any level 3 or sorry any level 2 or 3 treasure. And yeah, we get a spinning gold, so no tempo treasures out of the tiny triple, but the spinning gold does help us recover as well. That 2 extra gold does add up quite a bit over the next couple turns, and it's going to allow us to fill our board or refill our board very quickly after going down. Spending 6 gold on 1 unit is a lot this early in the game. So I normally like Mummy over Donkey there, but because the Falling Stars was in the shop, we decided to go with the Donkey, just again to fill up our board. And opponent does have a Medusa here, but fortunately for us, we still get the win thanks to that Donkey summoned baby dragon anyhow. Alright, and then yeah, we just pick up a couple bossies. We cast a roll the dice hoping to hit the lucky, but unfortunately it did hit the Brave Princess. And here we are going to lock the shop. I did lock it during the cut there. Basically, like if we don't get the Copium Slay here, or the Brave Princess Slay rather, we're just going to shard it, and also we've got the Stag pair to take. So yeah, we go for that. We go for the shard, and it does hit Princess White, which is perfect because I mean we've already got some dwarves, and there is a bossy which we are going to take. We're going to jam this boiling beaker. Boiling beaker is a ton of fun with Celestial Tiger. Every targeted spell giving +4/+4 is huge. And yeah, now we've got a couple doublies to work with here as well. And I think we're gonna sell down for this greedy. We're gonna lose a little bit of stats on board just to keep our pairs, but I think it's worth it. I mean, it's an improvement over the Water Wraith, anyways. The only I guess the stats we're really losing are the Stag stats here. But as long as we get one of these Stag attacks, and we should, then actually we're gonna get both Stag attacks here. But then the doublies should be able to carry the fight anyhow. And we get a few dollars from this greedy, so some pretty good value there. And we end up with the win here. Alright, we get an Amy here, which is going to progress our Princess White. There's another Amy, which we're pretty happy to take here. Again, more progress on our Princess White, and the 9/9 range is definitely not tiny at this stage of the game. We don't get an attack off with our Stag, unfortunately. Breakpoints end up being a little bit awkward here. Yeah, the golden donkey there in the back row is just a little bit too much for us, and we do take golden damage. We are down to 11 on 4.2, so we're definitely in trouble. We do have a ghost fight this turn though, and also we find our Stag triple, which is fantastic. We get a Fancy Pants out of there, and we're just going to jam it right on the Friendly Spirit triple here. So the Golden Friendly Spirit with the Double Pants buff is phenomenal for us here. And we're going to sell that. We're going to sell out of this Golden Bossy. Like, we don't really want to be playing Bossy long term. We're against the Ghost, so we can afford to play the small doubly even without the Bossy. And we really want to get this TLK cast this turn. It puts Beaker stats on the Stag, as well as transforms it into a Golden Gingerbread Knight, which is just a ton of stats, so very happy about that. Speaking of a ton of stats, there's the double Fancy Pants onto the triply there, making it very large, 28/28. And then we also got to take Crystal Ball out of that. And there was a treasure map in that treasure selection, but we took Crystal Ball with the beaker, and then we found Hat. So I mean, it's safe to say that we're off to the races with a Hat Ball beaker here. And yeah, again, treasure map, of course. Like one of the best treasure, or maybe the best treasure in the game, just pound for pound. But But I mean, the hat just completes our combo here, so so we just jam that, and yeah, now every little bit of every time we put a targeted spell onto one of these doublies, it's gonna get +8/+8 on top of the stats that it gets already. So and I mean, with the triply, of course, it's +12/+12, which is phenomenal. And also this, I mean, this Golden Friendly Spirit also takes the stats extremely well here. We did lock the Feed the Kraken there, which maybe that wasn't the best idea, but we decided to do that just because, I mean, it was a targeted spell, and we're hoping to just get like a cheap character out of the shop to continue our spell casting. And also, because we're Celestial Tiger, Crystal Ball is going to show us 2 spells every time we cast a spell, which is like, it's like having a sort of worse big book of spells, which is generally enough with Hat Ball just to keep chains going long enough to really get things done here. We picked up a 2-cost Royal just so we have a target for Queen's Grace. We would love to pick up a Nutcracker just so we've got a few different bases covered. We get to triple our other doubly here, which is so we've got a couple triplies now, both very large, as you can see. We got this monster book, and there's a Mix-a-Whizzle, which we are going to jam onto the Sure Shot there, and we're just going to play the Stag in 3 here. Like, we don't expect it to ever attack, but you know, just in case it does, it'll put some stats onto these triplies, and I mean, it does get to attack, so that's pretty fortunate. Our Friendly Spirit stats go onto the triply, making it roughly 350, so that's enough to clean up the board pretty handily there, even through a very strong monsters board from the opponent. Alright, we find a Nutcracker, so we're just going to get out of this Sure Shot now. We go up to level 6, and now we can see our level 6 spells as well, like Fiercifies and Gigantifies and whatnot, and those things, those are going to add a ton of stats to our triplies and Friendly Spirit. The fact that we're just spending or casting spells on our board does make this like a little bit awkward, because we're playing a few like kind of bad characters here, because we're just loading up a few specific characters. We're out of gold there, so we just cast the Poison Apple. We did get a Cupid this turn with a pretty decent stat line. I really like Cupid with when it has a bunch of attack. And I mean, I guess even playing these kind of weaker characters, we do have this Friendly Spirit to just turn one of them into a very real character just at random. We have to cast a shard on that baby bear. We weren't going to get to keep it anyways. And yeah, I mean, by the end of the game, we might be able to get this Nutcracker quest. not that there's really anything that we'd take. Like, Forking Rod is maybe a possibility over Beaker, but like, I don't know. Like the Beaker stats on these triplies and this Friendly Spirit, like, it just does so much work for them. Like I mean, the units that already double dip on stats, like combined with the extra Beaker Tiger stats, is just a pretty big game here. Alright, honestly, I mean, the opponent does deny our Cupid attack, but they don't. Their stats just are nowhere near even enough to compete with us here. We knock them out pretty easily. Go for the Mix-a-Whizzle onto the Cupid, which turns into a good boy. Which I mean, we've got a few different good characters on the board, so that's pretty good. We're gonna pick up the Cindy. I mean, we're gonna be able to get the treasure relatively easily, and you actually go up a gold if you take a Cindy at this point. So if you have an easy way to just to get the quest done, you get to skip the treasure and then you sell the unit for 1. So you get 3 gold for your 2 gold investment, and it also takes it out of the pool. And because this good boy was temporary, we did want to we did shard it anyways. Alright, now that Cindy's done, we're just going to cast the TLKs on the golden character. Also worth noting that that like this hat ball comp has 0. I mean, technically Baba is a mage, but we've got 0 mage scaling, so we're spells without mages here. which is it's not something you see every day, like being able to play Hatball without ever needing to buy an Aeon or a Familiar or a Spellweaver of any kind. So that's pretty cool anyways. Pretty unique, I would say. We just jam the Croc onto the Croc. We don't have like the things that we want a Croc to go for a golden Croc here. Like we don't have different enough targets that we want to put inside Crocs anyways. I guess we could have Croc the Pumpkin. Like the Pumpkin does see the Croc as a level 6 character, so that could be a lot of summons anyways. And yeah, we kind of neglected our triplies for a little bit there, so we're just jamming a bunch of extra stats on there. And yeah, with these Beakers, we get them close to 200. I mean, one of them closer than the others, but still relatively close anyways. And yeah, here we are, heads up in the finals, and yeah, they just do not have the stats to compete. They had a pretty big Wombats there, but once again, it's just not quite enough. They finally take out our Friendly Spirit, which goes onto the Pumpkin, and Pumpkin just demolishes their last character there. But yeah, like I said, spells without mages, just like the power of Tiger Beaker Ball. And yeah, the size of our board was I mean, scaling triplies I think is a lot of fun with Beaker. So getting this triply comp was a lot of fun anyways. And like I said, it was a really good game to kind of break myself out of a slump. And yeah. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff that helps the algorithm. I would very, very much appreciate that. And as always, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.